What's poppin', y'all? They're cooking Cenat's music accolades again. Those music stylist allegations are never going to stop. And I don't know where this notion that Cenat was even a music head, a hip-hop head, a music channel, somebody that's a music quote-unquote influencer, or I just don't even know where that came into the picture. He's done less content with... he's done a good amount of content with rappers, but this guy has never claimed, nor even gave off the impression that he was tapped in. But this last moment did seem a little bit crazy because the other day at the BET Awards, or the other evening at the BET Awards, he runs into none other than Wale, this is one of the craziest interactions I had ever seen. Now, I didn't know Wale was a Smash player. I personally am not a Smash player. I played it before, but y'all people are too cracked at that. I have this problem. I'm not going to go on a tangent. I might save the tangent for later. Anyway, so Wale's walking towards him, and he's playing the Switch. He's like, yo, what's up, Kai? He's like, yo, what you playing on the Switch? Well, he has a good interaction with him. And then he goes in there, and I was going to cut Cenat some bail in the beginning. I was going to say, man, of course, before I watched the clip, because I just read the caption. So while I was watching the clip, I'm like, man, these guys, they got me with the caption. They baited me in. Like, of course, Cenat knew who that was. He just didn't say anything about it. And then people are spamming it in the chat, and he says, Wale. And then I was like, oh, no. And then he's like, yo, Wale, you don't know that? He's like, oh, what he do? And then that's when I really said, oh, no. There's no way I'm going to be able to defend this. Like, I can't cut him some bail here. He really doesn't know who Wale is. It's not even that he didn't recognize Wale, which is understandable. The reason why I say it's understandable he may not recognize somebody is, when Cenat is streaming, you have to take it as Kobe Bryant on the court. And listen, this is going to sound like glazed, but hear me out when I give a couple of other examples. You got to take it as Kobe Bryant on the court. You got to take it as Travis Scott on the mic, on stage, or really any rapper that cares about their performance on stage. You got to take it as, somebody on set, right? You got to take it as Leonardo DiCaprio on set, or Mr. Beast on a YouTube set. Like, these guys are locked in. Celebrities that were cool with Kobe Bryant would often say, he wouldn't even address me during the game. Like, he would pretend I was a ghost because he was just so locked in trying to win. And especially if it was the playoffs. So with Cenat, like, you got to think that guy's got a million things going on in his mind. He's trying to put on a show. He's trying to keep it entertaining. He's trying to get to the next destination. And all of these things at the same time. And he's trying to be cordial with everybody. There's no way. Like, there's a lot of things that will just pass by you. Your memory's not on point. It's different if it's off camera. Now, that I'm not saying that excuses anything. And it's not that there's anything to be excused. It's an honest mistake to not just forget somebody. I'll get into the forgetting part next. But this turns into a part 2. Now, I think Wale should be happy that a ton of people in Cenat's chat knew who he was, because Cenat has got a young audience. Wale is an artist that I would say most of Wale's fans, when they were like teens, when he was first coming out, early 20s, they're in their 30s, and some are even in their 40s right now. Now, that's not to say that Wale doesn't have some younger fans, and that's also not to say that there aren't young people that know about Wale because they like to go back in music just a little bit. Like, Wale's had songs throughout the past decade. But Wale comes up to him again when they're seated, and he's next to Snoop Dogg. And I'm going to play you guys this clip.
That shit making me look crazy right now, just let you know.
What?
That's making me look crazy. The exchange that we had in the hallway. It's
like, my bad, bro.
They're running with it, but we'll talk later.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie, bro. You came in here all blue.
So this one, it sounded like in the beginning, so the caption said it made Cenat look crazy, but when I heard the clip, it said it made me look crazy, but they're running with it. And I don't think it was good to make this approach, especially on camera, because it's like, yo, what's going on here? He still doesn't know who you are. And I don't even think Cenat, I would be surprised if Cenat even recognized that that's the same guy from the garage, from the parking garage. That's just how out of it he might be. So Wale ends up replying to all of this. And he says in the IG comment, "This is crazy. I didn't know we was being filmed both times. We played in a celebrity football game last year. I was really confused. Now, the first time you had to know you were being filmed because the cameraman is following Kai Cenat with a big camera and a mic on it. Or no, Kai Cenat has the mic attached to him with a big camera and a mic on it. There's no way you don't know you're being filmed. I don't get that one. But the second time I can understand because he's whispering it to him. Or not whispering it to him. He's talking in his ear, so he didn't think that it would be heard if there was a camera. But Kai Cenat's got the clip-on mic or the lav mic, whatever you want to call it. Regardless, I think overall this was positive press for Wale. A ton of people recognized Wale. This didn't turn out negative whatsoever. He didn't complain about it. I will say that this reflects worse on Kai Cenat, actually, because I just saw a ton of these underground fans talking about, man, he talking about until Japan and Dior versus you. I swear to God, I have never heard of a lot of these rappers other than seeing their name once or twice on the timeline until people started making fun of Kai Cenat for having a music stylist. And they're like, yo, he's listening to these guys. And this is the thing. People want to gatekeep so hard, but they also want to complain about their artists being slept on. So this is another point. I still remember my tangent that I might go on a little bit later about Smash. But so I'm going to hold on to that one. But this music one is relevant. Dog, if Kai Cenat is talking about your favorite artist, that's fire. He's going to blow up. Now, I understand. Now, Kai Cenat doesn't have the power to make an artist just be the hottest thing ever. Because I would say, like, for example, I think there's a higher conversion rate of a Bruce drop 'em off co-signing an artist heavy and pushing them. And then after that, I would say perhaps maybe a co-sign / push from Plaque Max, like a strong one. Like, yo, this is my artist. This is hard. This guy's next up. And then maybe Kai Cenat, even though Kai Cenat is bigger than both of those two combined. Just because a lot of the audience is there for his entertainment. It's like Mr. Beast. Like if Mr. Beast is working with an artist, I mean, Mr. Beast is just general entertainment. He's not locked into music specifically. As opposed to, I don't know who would be like a gigantic music YouTuber that people go to for their opinions. But right now, I'm on board with this music stylist thing. In the beginning, I just thought, yo, there's some young bucks that are sending over some music to Kai Cenat, and he's plugged in offline. You know, he's with his girl. He's just scrolling the timeline. He's seeing this music. You know, he likes what he sees. But the fact that he doesn't know Wale is like, whoa. Now, I'm not saying that you need to know Wale's music, because there are some people in this video probably, like, comment down below if you've never heard a Wale song, but you know the name. You're like, oh yeah, Wale, that's a rapper. I know that's a rapper. Like, for him to be like Wale, which I get reading it as Wale, but being told Wale, and he's like, what'd he do? That's when you really say, like, whoa, what the hell? Like, what era of music? It's not even an era of music, dog. Like, if somebody told me Static Selecta, that's Static Selecta, I'll be like, oh, whoa, that's a rapper. Not a rapper, a DJ. But I promise you, I would not recognize Static Selecta if I was walking down the street. And that's why it makes it even more egregious what happened with Kai Cenat and Wale. And could he have been playing dumb? I don't think so. If he was playing dumb, he would admit it later. He's like, come on, guys, I know who Wale is. But I think he's going to own it, which he should own it. But overall, I think this situation is funny. I think it benefits everybody involved. It benefits those artists that Kai Cenat has a quote-unquote music stylist for, because they're getting brought up again and being mentioned in big tweets. Wale is benefiting because Wale is being talked about a ton the past week or so, and it's not in a negative way either. It's just kind of like, oh, Wale's up here. And Kai Cenat's, getting more promotion as per usual, even though the guy's like top in the game. And he's going to be able to play off of this anyway, so this doesn't necessarily harm him. It's just, I will say maybe he gets some negativity off of it, but those people were looking for reasons to not hate, but they were looking for reasons to make fun of Kai Cenat anyway. But let me know what y'all think in the comments. Like and subscribe and hit the notification bell if you enjoyed, and I'm going to see y'all in the next one. Okay, so to get to my Smash tangent now, I might start saving the tangents for later, But usually when I try to do that, if I'm recording a video, this one, it took me like 10 minutes to actually record it. So it's not that long, and I didn't forget the tangent. Usually I'll forget it. That's why I go off on the tangent every now and then. Yeah, so I got played Smash once, and then I see how people are nasty at it. And when I'm trash at something, I get angry. And it's not like I get angry and I start arguing or fighting or wanting to bet money or anything like that. No, I get frustrated with myself. I'm like, damn, I suck. But I enjoy that. I enjoy being terrible at something and the improvement aspect of it. But I also get obsessed. So I know, like, damn, this thing's got a high skill ceiling, and I want to get nice at it. And that's going to take me a lot of time. It's going to consume me. I'm going to keep it a buck. I would stop making videos, and I would just be grinding that all day if I got involved in something like a Smash. Like, I can't really do things casually. I don't know what it is, but that's my whole Smash story. Even if, like, we're probably kicking in, someone's like, yo, you trying to throw on the game? No, sir, I'm not trying to throw on the game. I'll watch you, brothers. Yeah, I'll sit back and enjoy because I know it's not going to end well. I'm going to end up getting smoked, and I'm going to be frustrated that I got smoked that bad, and I'm going to want to get nice for next time, and then I'm going to let the rest of my life fall into shambles and disarray. But yeah, I'm going to see y'all later.